We're diving into a classic, the 1965 Washington quarter. This particular quarter is famous for a couple of reasons. Not only is it a fascinating piece of American history, but certain versions of this coin have sold for thousands, and even millions, of dollars. If you happen to have one of these quarters lying around, it might just be worth more than you think. The year 1965 was a big one for U.S. coinage. In 1964, the price of silver was rising, and the U.S. Mint was having trouble keeping up with the demand for silver quarters. So, in 1965, the Mint made a monumental decision to switch the composition of the quarter from 90% silver to a copper-nickel blend. This new, clad composition gave the coin a different feel and look, and it was done to save costs and preserve silver. This year also marked the first time the Mint decided not to add mint marks to quarters. Because the change was so significant, they wanted to avoid any confusion about where the quarters were made. So, whether it was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, every 1965 quarter was left without a mint mark. At first glance, a 1965 quarter might not seem all that special. It's part of everyday change, right? But in the world of coin collecting, this coin stands out for a couple of reasons. First, 1965 was a transitional year. While most quarters minted this year are copper-nickel clad, a few rare versions were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver blanks from 1964. These silver errors are extremely rare and are highly sought after by collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable silver quarters from 1965? There are a few key indicators. First, weigh your coin. A regular 1965 clad quarter weighs around 5.67 grams, but a silver quarter will weigh around 6.25 grams. If you have a precise scale, this is one of the easiest ways to check. Next, take a close look at the edge. A typical 1965 quarter will have a copper-colored core visible from the side, whereas a silver quarter will not have this copper stripe. Now, let's get to the exciting part: value. Most 1965 quarters are worth only their face value, but if you find a rare silver quarter from this year, it could be worth thousands. In some auctions, these coins have sold for over $7,000, and even up to $10,000 in pristine condition. And as for rumors of these quarters being worth millions, while number 1965 quarter has officially sold for that amount, a unique error coin in the right condition could fetch a high price. If you think you have one, consider having it authenticated by a professional grading service. If you're on the hunt for these rare quarters, keep an eye on your change and check out local coin shops or online auctions. And if you come across one, handle it with care. Avoid touching the face of the coin, as oils from your fingers can damage the surface. Store your coins in a protective holder to keep them in the best possible condition. The 1965 Washington quarter is a testament to a significant moment in U.S. Mint history. Who knew that a small change in coin composition would make such a huge difference? So, check your quarters carefully. You might just have a rare gem hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating piece of coin history, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare and valuable coins. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a special focus on a coin that has been sparking interest and catching the eyes of collectors everywhere: the 1972 Washington quarter with no mint mark. Could this ordinary-looking coin be worth millions? Let's find out. Most people see a quarter and just think of 25 cents. But in the world of coin collecting, not all quarters are created equal. The 1972 Washington quarter might just be one of those rare gems you're looking for, especially if you come across a version with no mint mark. So, what makes this coin so special? The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, and it has been a staple in American currency ever since. In 1972, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters across three main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While quarters from Denver and San Francisco carry a D or S mint mark respectively, Philadelphia quarters typically have no mint mark. However, this isn't what makes the 1972 no mint mark Washington quarter so intriguing to collectors. In 1972, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 215 million quarters without a mint mark. But in the rare coin world, it's not just about any no-mint mark 1972 quarter. What really grabs collectors' attention is when a coin has unique features, errors, or is found in incredibly high-grade condition. Some quarters from 1972 might have rare features like doubling, unique die cracks, or misstrikes that can make them especially valuable. Additionally, if you have a 1972 Washington quarter in exceptionally high grade, meaning it has minimal wear and sharp details, its value skyrockets. While the typical 1972 no-mint mark quarter is worth around face value in circulated condition, high-grade versions or those with unique errors have been known to fetch thousands, or even millions, at auction. Collectors prize these coins, and bidding can get quite competitive. So why are some of these coins valued in the millions? The key factors are rarity, condition, and demand. A coin that is incredibly rare, has an exceptionally high grade, such as an MS-67 or higher, and is in demand among collectors could bring in jaw-dropping prices at auctions. 1972 quarters with high grades or known errors that are perfectly preserved from circulation are considered rare because so few of them exist. Add that to the demand from collectors looking for key pieces, and you get the recipe for $1 million coin. Wondering if your 1972 quarter is valuable? Here are a few things to look for. First, check for any signs of errors or unique features, such as double die obverse or distinct marks on the coin. Next, consider the condition. Look for a well-preserved surface with no scratches or visible wear. If you have a quarter that meets these criteria, consider having it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can confirm the quality and authenticity, which is crucial for maximizing its value at auction. So there you have it. While not every 1972 no-mint mark quarter is worth millions, there are certainly a few out there that are hidden treasures. Whether it's a high-grade piece or one with unique features, these coins can bring in big money if you're lucky enough to find one. So, check your change, look closely, and who knows, you might just have a valuable piece of history in your hands. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a valuable 1972 quarter or if you're just starting your coin collection journey. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! We're talking about an often overlooked gem, the 1988 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin with a unique story and hidden value that could be worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So, what makes the 1988 P Washington quarter special? Well, it might look like an ordinary coin, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. In today's video, we'll go over the history behind this quarter, what makes it unique, and why some rare finds from this year have been sold at eye-popping prices. First, let's talk history. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the quarter features Washington's profile on the obverse side, and the eagle design on the reverse side. This design stayed mostly consistent until 1999, when the 50-state quarters program began. The 1988 P Washington quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P Mint mark located on the obverse side, just right of Washington's ponytail. Millions of these coins were produced, but what really makes this coin stand out? That's where things get interesting. So, what makes some 1988 P quarters worth a small fortune? The answer lies in a few rare varieties and error coins. A few error types that can fetch big bucks include double dies, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers. But for the 1988 P quarter, the big money lies in a very specific error known as the transitional reverse design. In 1988, the reverse die used on some quarters mistakenly featured elements intended for the 1989 design. This transitional error is incredibly rare, with only a handful of examples known to exist. Collectors are on the hunt for these unique finds because of their rarity and the fascinating story behind them. If you have one in mint condition with this specific error, it could be worth thousands or even millions. Alright, Now let's talk about identifying these rare varieties. If you have a 1988 P quarter, look for these features. Check the reverse side for any anomalies in the eagle design, especially when comparing it to a standard 1988 P quarter. Also, be on the lookout for any signs of doubling on the lettering or Washington's profile on the obverse side. If you notice any of these features, it could be worth having your coin professionally graded. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC can help verify your coin's authenticity and condition, and a high-grade coin can significantly increase its value. Now you might be wondering, where can I sell this coin if I have one? Rare coin auctions are the place to go. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with error varieties have sold for incredible prices. For example, some of these error coins have fetched thousands of dollars at auction. Who knows, your 1988 P quarter could be next. And if you're looking to sell, consider reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions, or even online platforms like eBay, where collectors are always on the lookout for rare finds. So there you have it, folks. The 1988 P Washington quarter may seem ordinary, but it could be worth a fortune if you have one with a unique error. Next time you're sorting through your change, keep an eye out. You might just stumble upon a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. We've got a coin that's got collectors talking. A 1989 Washington quarter with a P mint mark. And guess what? It could be worth millions of dollars. That's right. You might have one of these coins sitting in your pocket change or coin jar at home. But what makes this 1989 P Washington quarter so special? Well, it's not just any ordinary quarter. It's a coin that's become a true collector's item and is highly sought after by numismatists. Let's dive into the history, the unique features, and the reasons why it could be worth a fortune. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it's gone through many changes. The 1989 quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why you'll find a small P just above the year on this coin. While millions of these quarters were produced, only a few became incredibly valuable. Now, the 1989 P quarter is not particularly rare on its own, but some error coins from this year have driven up the value. Collectors look for things like double dies, struck through errors, or off-center strikes. If you find a quarter with one of these errors, it could be worth thousands, even millions, depending on the rarity of the error. But here's what makes some of these 1989 quarters incredibly valuable. Rare varieties with major minting errors are extremely hard to come by. If you have one that's certified by a professional grading service, it could fetch a small fortune at auction. Some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these unique error coins, especially if they're in pristine condition. Now, here's a pro tip. If you think you've got a 1989 P quarter with a rare error, get it appraised by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is key because it can drastically increase the coin's value. So, check those coin jars and piggy banks. You might just have a 1989 Washington quarter worth millions of dollars. If you like this video and want to learn more about other rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment if you've got a quarter with a story, and let us know what coin you want us to cover next. Until then, happy hunting! We're diving into a very exciting coin, the 1995 D Mint Mark Washington quarter. We'll uncover its unique history, production details, and most importantly, find out why some collectors believe this quarter could be worth a small fortune. So, if you're a coin collector or just love uncovering hidden treasures, stick around. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932. Created to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, it quickly became one of the most widely circulated coins. By 1995, the Denver Mint was churning out millions of quarters, including the famous 1995 D quarter. But what makes this specific year so intriguing? Let's find out. This quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mark right below Washington's neck. 1995 was a fairly typical year in terms of production, with over 1 billion quarters minted between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, not all 1995 D quarters are created equal. Most 1995 D quarters are common, but some rare and valuable errors have surfaced over the years. Certain errors, such as double dies, die cracks, and variations in the metal composition, can make a typical quarter worth much more. Plus, any 1995 D quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition with a high grade from a professional grading service can also command a hefty price tag. So, why do people say this coin could be worth millions? While the average 1995 D quarter might not bring in millions, some incredibly rare error coins or high-grade coins could. Coins that are graded MS67 or higher, especially if they have unique errors, can be highly sought after by collectors. For example, a 1995 D quarter with a flawless strike, vibrant luster, and no signs of wear could easily fetch a premium price at auction. And if it's a unique error coin, the sky's the limit. Check if it's in near-perfect condition with sharp details. Look for double die varieties, off-center strikes, or even slight color variations. If it has been stored away and shows no signs of circulation, you might have something special. To verify, send your quarter to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, which will certify its grade and authenticate any errors. Coins that come back with a high grade and an error designation can be worth serious money. So there you have it. The 1995 D Washington quarter might look like any other coin in your change, but with the right characteristics, it could be worth a lot more. Always check your change, because you never know what treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin collecting content, and share this video with friends. Who knows? They might have a valuable coin sitting around. We're diving into one such coin, the 1995 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. Stick around as we uncover the fascinating history, key details, and why certain quarters from this year could make you a millionaire. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932, was designed to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. However, by the mid-1990s, the coin had already become a staple in American currency. The 1995 quarter, with the P Mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This year, over 1.1 billion quarters were struck, but a few of them have a fascinating twist. So, what makes the 1995 P quarter unique? It carries the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, and on the reverse, you'll find the iconic bald eagle. Now, this quarter is made primarily of copper and nickel, unlike earlier silver quarters. But beyond its design and metal composition, what makes it truly special is the mint mark and certain rare varieties that collectors are hunting for. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where this coin was struck. However, some of these quarters have what we call error varieties or even rare high-grade versions that can increase their value astronomically. Now let's talk about why some 1995 P quarters are worth so much. Certain error varieties, like double die obverse errors or misaligned die errors, are extremely rare. These kinds of errors occur during the minting process and can be very subtle. If you find a 1995 P quarter with any unusual characteristics, such as doubling on the lettering or unusual texture, you may have a valuable coin on your hands. In addition, condition matters. Coins that are graded in mint state or higher by professional grading services, like MS67 or MS68, can fetch thousands of dollars. In fact, some of these 1995 P quarters have even been valued in the millions due to their rarity and pristine condition. Wondering if your 1995 P quarter is valuable? Here's how to check. First, examine the coin under magnification. Look for any unusual features or doubling on words like liberty or in God we trust. Next, consider its condition. Coins without scratches, wear, or discoloration are likely to be more valuable. If you think you've found a high grade or error variety, it's worth getting your coin professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS and NGC can assess your coin's condition and provide an official rating that can dramatically affect its value. Now, let's get to the big question. How much is the 1995 P quarter worth? While most 1995 P quarters are worth only face value, high-grade versions and error varieties have been known to fetch prices upwards of thousands of dollars at auction. In some rare cases, specific error varieties in pristine condition have been valued in the millions. So, if you have a 1995 P quarter, it might be worth a closer look. You could be holding on to a valuable piece of numismatic history. We're diving into the story of a special coin, the 2000 P Washington quarter. You might be holding on to one of these and not even know that it could be worth a fortune. So, if you have one in your collection, stick around because you won't want to miss this. The 2000 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This particular quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program that started in 1999. The idea behind this series was to honor each U.S. state with a unique quarter design, released in the order that the states joined the Union. In 2000, quarters featuring Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, and Virginia were released, each one showcasing symbols and history relevant to that state. Now, let's talk about the design. On the obverse side, we have the familiar profile of George Washington, a design that has graced quarters since 1932. The 2000 P quarters also have the P Mint mark, indicating that they were struck in Philadelphia. On the reverse, each quarter has a unique design representing the state it was dedicated to. For example, the Massachusetts quarter depicts a Minuteman, while the Virginia quarter celebrates the first permanent English settlement at Jamestown. Here's where it gets exciting. You might be wondering, what makes a 2000 P Washington quarter worth millions of dollars? Well, it's all about condition, rarity, and unique errors. Certain 2000 P quarters have become highly valuable due to minting errors, like double strikes or die cracks. Even more valuable are those found in pristine, uncirculated condition, often graded MS-65 or higher by a professional grading service. Errors can significantly increase a coin's worth, especially in a popular series like the 50-state quarters. Collectors and investors prize error coins because they're rare, and many times, these unique traits only occur on a few coins. So, if you find a 2000 P quarter with something unusual about it, like an extra bit of metal or a misaligned image, it could be extremely valuable. To determine if your 2000 P quarter is worth big bucks, look at a few key factors. First, the condition is crucial. A coin that looks nearly brand new with no visible wear is likely to fetch a higher price. Next, inspect the quarter closely for errors or anomalies. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to look for tiny details, like doubling or die cracks. Finally, if you think your coin has potential, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. In recent years, some rare error 2000 P quarters have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. For example, a well-preserved 2000 P Virginia quarter with a significant minting error sold for over $10,000. High-grade examples in perfect condition have reached eye-popping prices. And while not every 2000 P quarter will be worth that much, finding one with the right traits can certainly pay off. So, if you have a 2000 P quarter, check it out. Who knows, you might be holding a little piece of history that could make you some serious cash. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious, there's always a thrill in hunting for rare coins. We're diving into the world of modern quarters and exploring a unique find, the 2002 P Mint Mark quarter dollar coin. You may have heard about these coins being worth an impressive sum, so let's break down what makes this particular coin so interesting and whether it's really worth millions. The 2002 P quarter dollar is part of the U.S. Mint's popular 50-state quarters program, which launched in 1999 and concluded in 2008. This program was designed to honor each U.S. state with a unique design, creating excitement among collectors nationwide. The 2002 quarters feature 5 states: Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi, each with its own design on the reverse side. These quarters were minted in Philadelphia, designated by the P Mint mark, and in Denver, marked by a D. Today, we'll focus on the 2002 P Mint mark versions. Despite being just over 2 decades old, there are some rare versions of these coins that have fascinated collectors. The obverse of the 2002p quarter, like all Washington quarters, features a portrait of George Washington. This familiar design has been a staple since 1932. The reverse side, however, varies depending on the state it represents. Each state design is incredibly detailed, highlighting symbols of local pride and history. For instance, the Ohio quarter features the Wright Flyer and an astronaut, paying homage to the state's contributions to aviation and space exploration. Every coin in this series is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, with a weight of 5.67 grams and a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. These specifications are consistent across all state quarters in the program. Now you might be wondering, what makes a 2002p mint mark quarter worth millions of dollars? The answer lies in a handful of rare errors. Error coins are a collector's goldmine, and certain error types can fetch an impressive price tag. Some of the most sought-after errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and minting flaws such as die cracks. But remember, not all errors automatically make a coin worth a fortune. Only significant or very rare errors can push a quarter's value into the thousands or even millions. So, what's the real value of a 2002p mint mark quarter dollar coin today? A typical 2002p quarter, without any special features, is worth just face value, 25 cents. But if you're lucky enough to find one with a rare mint error, it could be worth quite a bit more. In the past, certain error coins from this series have been auctioned for thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and condition. But keep in mind, reaching the $1 million mark is rare, and it usually only happens with extremely unique coins or high-profile auctions. Still, finding a 2002p quarter with a rare error in mint condition is like hitting the jackpot for collectors. Look closely at the coin's details, especially around the lettering and mint mark, to spot any potential errors. Sometimes, networking with other collectors can help you identify valuable coins or learn about recent discoveries in the field. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the world of coin collecting holds endless opportunities for discovery. Who knows? That quarter in your pocket might just be worth more than you think. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare and valuable coins, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable quarter. We're diving into a fascinating story about the 2015 D Mint Mark quarter dollar, a coin you'll want to keep an eye out for, because some versions of this coin could be worth millions. The 2015 D quarter was minted in Denver as part of the America the Beautiful series, which commemorates various national parks and landmarks across the United States. The U.S. Mint introduced these special designs to promote the natural and historical wonders of America. So, in 2015, the designs included parks and landmarks like Kisatchie National Forest, Blue Ridge Parkway, and Saratoga National Historical Park. The D you see on the quarter stands for Denver, Colorado, where this coin was struck. These quarters were created as part of a continuing effort by the Mint to celebrate America's beauty and history. But what sets the 2015 D quarters apart from others minted in the series? And why might some versions be worth millions? There are two things you need to look for when examining these coins: condition and errors. A 2015 D quarter that's in pristine condition, known as mint state, can already fetch a high price among collectors. But what if there's more to this coin than meets the eye? Mint errors and unique varieties can add substantial value to any coin, and that's where it gets interesting. Some 2015 D quarters have errors such as doubled dies, where certain details appear doubled, or off-center strikes, which occur when the coin isn't perfectly centered during the minting process. These errors make the coins unique, and some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. The more dramatic and rare the error, the higher the potential value. A top-graded 2015 D quarter with an MS68 grade or higher can sell for hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. But here's where things get exciting: coins with exceptional rarity or unusual errors, like those discovered in small quantities or with unknown variations, can fetch millions. In recent years, we've seen some coins hit the auction block and achieve staggering prices. Why? Well, coins are a piece of history. When something is both unique and part of a limited run, it's a collector's dream. And for the right collector, a coin like the 2015 D quarter with extraordinary characteristics could bring in the big bucks. So, how can you know if your 2015 D quarter is worth more than face value? First, look for any signs of error or variation. Then, consider having the coin professionally graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. A high grade will validate its condition and authenticity, and that's crucial if you're looking to make serious money. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. What might seem like a regular quarter in your pocket could be a treasure hiding in plain sight. So, check those coins, and who knows, you might just discover $1 million piece of history. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more coin collecting secrets. Drop a comment below if you found any rare quarters, and tell us about your own coin discoveries. We're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 2017 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. Did you know this coin is not just a simple quarter? It has a rich history and could be worth millions. So, let's get started. The 2017 P $quarter was the first quarter to be minted at the Philadelphia Mint since 1932. The U.S. Mint decided to add the P Mint mark to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the Philadelphia Mint. This move was significant as it marked a departure from the traditional absence of a mint mark on quarters. To give you some background, the Philadelphia Mint was established in 1792 and has been an integral part of U.S. coin production. The introduction of the P Mint mark was a nod to the city's rich minting heritage and a way to honor its legacy. The design of the 2017 P quarter features the familiar image of George Washington on the front, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, we see a depiction of the national park or historical site associated with each state's unique quarter. The 2017 design features the beautifully detailed image of the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park on the reverse. This design celebrates not just the park itself but also the spirit of exploration and the rich history of America. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2017 P quarter so special for collectors. While most quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, the 2017 P quarter can be worth significantly more depending on its condition and rarity. In uncirculated condition, these coins can fetch prices ranging from $5 to $10. However, if you happen to find a coin with unique minting errors or in pristine condition, it could be valued at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some collectors have even reported sales in the millions for unique variations. Check for double strikes, off-center strikes, or any unusual features. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Look for signs of wear and tear. Consider having your coin professionally graded by a reputable service to determine its true value. In conclusion, the 2017 P $quarter coin is not just a piece of change, it's a collectible with a fascinating story and the potential for significant value. So, if you have one of these in your collection, take a closer look. You might just have a valuable gem on your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin collecting tips and stories. We're diving into a coin that's making waves in the collecting community, the 2021 D Mint Mark $quarter. Stick around, because this coin's history and potential value are worth millions. The 2021 D quarter features the striking design of the Washington crossing the Delaware River. This design honors the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States and reflects the rich history of American resilience and determination. But what makes this quarter special? Let's find out. The 2021 D Mint Mark $quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, known for producing some of the finest coins in circulation. The total mintage for the 2021 D quarter was over 1 billion coins. However, among these, a few rare varieties have surfaced that have caught the eyes of collectors. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Some 2021 D quarters have been found with unique minting errors, such as the double die and the missing edge lettering. These rare varieties can significantly increase the coin's value. For example, One notable double-die quarter recently sold for over $5,000 at auction. That's a pretty penny for a coin that's still in circulation. The market for coins like the 2021 D quarter has been booming. Collectors are constantly searching for these unique pieces, driving up their value. If you happen to come across a 2021 D quarter in pristine condition, especially with any minting errors, you could potentially have a coin worth thousands, if not millions, depending on its rarity and condition. Ensure it's a D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for any doubling or misprints. Coins in mint condition are more desirable. Store them safely in coin holders to prevent wear and tear. The 2021 D mint mark $quarter isn't just a piece of currency, it's a potential treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for these unique quarters. Who knows? You might just find a coin worth millions.